This is the question that I'm asked often. Should you purchase a new car or a used car? Now, deciding between buying a new or used car really depends on 1, the budget, 2, net worth, your net worth, 3, the deal, right? The deal. Pre-COVID, buying a used car, right, was honestly the only way, the best way to do it. Now, buying a new car, you can honestly sometimes buy it just as much as a used car, or sometimes cheaper, depending on the brand that you have. And honestly, the brand you're going after. You see, what are the benefits for buying a brand new car in 2023? Some will say the warranty and reliability. You see, new cars typically come with warranties that cover major repairs for a certain period, providing a peace of mind, right? Additionally, new cars are less likely to have mechanical issues compared to used cars. So I could totally understand that. Now, coming with the new car as well, you get your latest features and technology. New cars often come equipped with the latest safety features, technology advancements, modern designs, Apple CarPlay now in a dashboard, your information on the screens. Now you got driver assistance with some of these new cars, so I get it. It comes with that. Then on a new car, you can customize your options, right? Buying new allows buyers to choose specific features, specific colors, custom colors, and options that come inside the car. You can personalize the car to yourself. But here's the thing with new cars, right? Here's the thing with new cars, there's 2 things. Number 2, here's number 1. You're gonna have a higher financing rate, right? You're going to pay, if you're not buying this thing brand new, you're gonna have a higher interest rate, right? While new cars may have the high sticker prices, they often come with, high-end rates. And sometimes, here's the truth, sometimes you can find them on low interest rates, but the lower interest rates come with longer terms. You pay more in interest. I'm not a fan of financing cars at all. Here's number 2, the downfall when it comes to buying a new car. The depreciation. It just drops like crazy. It says it drops a matter of 10 to 20% the moment you turn the key, the moment you sign that piece of paper. Recently, I've completed my full estate plan, and it's been an emotional journey, if I'm going to be honest with you. But now I have a peace of mind knowing that my family and loved ones are well taken care of. But here's something you may not know that I think you need to know. According to a recent study, nearly 60% of African American adults have life insurance. Now, wait a minute. Many of these policies may not provide sufficient coverage to fully protect their families in case of unexpected deaths. This lack of adequate coverage is a pressing issue among the Black community. It can lead to financial difficulties and potentially hinder the building of generational wealth. In today's time, it's more important than ever for African Americans to give priority to life insurance and estate planning. You see, by doing so, you can ensure that your loved ones are secure in the event of your passing. This covers funeral and burial costs, clears all debts and mortgages, and provides a financial cushion to help them continue building wealth, long-lasting wealth. Don't leave your family's financial future to chance. I want you to secure life insurance today. I want you to get a free life insurance quote through my friends at Ethos. All you gotta do is go to anthonyoneal.com/life insurance. Again, that is anthonyoneal.com/life insurance for your free quote, or click the link in today's show notes. Protect your family's future and attain a peace of mind. Act right now, and let's get back to today's show. Within the first full year, you're at about 30 to 40% drop. Then it slows down after the first full year. But within the first 24 hours of you owning that car, you lose 10 to 15%. Sometimes 20% depending on the car. Within the first full year, you lose 40%. Then I think it drops from there in between 5 and 7% a year, depending on the miles that you have in the car. But let's talk about the benefits of buying a used car. Lower depreciation. One of the biggest advantages of buying used is avoiding the steep, and I mean the steep depreciation that new cars experience in the first few years. You see, used cars have already depreciated significantly, allowing buyers to get more value for their money. Lower purchase prices. Generally, used cars have lower purchase prices compared to new counterparts, making them more affordable for buyers on a budget. Check this out. This can allow buyers to purchase a higher trim level or a more luxury model within their price range. Ding, ding, ding. That's me. I haven't purchased anything brand new. Everything I purchased have been used. My Bentley, used. My truck, used. But check this out. If I took my car, my Bentley right now, and I buy that same car in the year so 2020, and if I bought that car, I would have spent $130,000 more. But because I bought it 2 years later, I spent $100 and some thousand less. Because I allowed the previous owner to take that loss for me. And now what happens? I got a high-end car with all the high-end features in it, and I ain't spend that kind of money. Nope. Here's another benefit of buying used cars, but a lot of people don't know. Lower insurance costs. You see, insurance premiums are often lower for used cars since they have a lower value compared to new cars. So prime example, this car, the MSRP on this car was $389,000 brand new. I bought it for much less. I want to say for half, right? I bought it for half, paid cash for it. I got the pink slip in my safe, right? And I asked them, I said, hey, if this was a 2022, how much would my insurance be on this? They said just for this car, it would have been $1,100. But because the value is not up there, because you don't have any car accidents, you're only going to spend $400 a month for this car. I said, well, look at God. You see, this is why it goes back to really, really doing the research, coming up with the plan beforehand. Because if I would have just bought a brand new car, not only would I have a high depreciating situation coming my way, but I'm also now stuck to paying high insurance rates because it's brand new. So I lose money on the purchase and I pay more money to insure the car. I don't know about y'all, but I was talking with one of my friends. I was talking to my barber, and there's another guy in there who sells cars, or he does cars, and he says, yeah, man. He said, when I bought my Rolls Royce, because he rents out these vehicles, he said, when I bought my Rolls Royce, I went to sell it. It was hard to sell it because they call Rolls Royce a mansion on wheels. He was like, so people, when they want to buy a mansion, they want to go ahead and do the customizing stuff themselves. And he was like, man, my Rolls Royce, I spent $400,000 for it, but right now they're only offering me $160,000 for it. I said, for a Rolls Royce? And me and my barber was like, I will buy that. Like, you spent $400, 5 years later it's only worth $100 and some thousand. But it's because, listen to what he said, it is hard to sell a used Rolls Royce because people want to customize the mansion on wheels. I said, that's crazy. I'll buy it. Like, if I had the money, I would buy it. I don't want to spend $400,000 and 5 years later it's only worth, not even half of what I spent. No. Which takes me back to how should you pay for it, which is number 3. There are 3 ways you can purchase a car. Here's the number 1 most popular way: financing. You see, financing allows you to spend the cost of the car over time, right? with monthly payments. You're going to be considering factors such as interest rates, loan terms, and your ability to afford monthly payments. The next most common way is leasing. This is what we tend to see with your little bit more people who have a little bit more money and people who want to have more car, but they don't want to spend the high value of it up front to pay cash, or they don't want to spend the high payment on it. So they go in there, lease a 2024, Porsche or 2024 BMW, get all the features on it, but pay very, very minimum. You see, leasing involves paying for the use of a car for a set period of time, typically with lower monthly payments than buying, right? So what they do with leasing, here's how you can understand it. They're gonna say, all right, let's say you sign a 3-year term, on leasing on this high-end car. They're gonna take into account the depreciation of the vehicle, how many miles you would possibly drive, add on interest, and add on fees on how they can make money over the 3 years. Those 4 things come into play of making your monthly payment. So yes, while some, for an example, will purchase, let's say, a 2024 BMW fully loaded, all the bells and whistles, they'll spend $1,200 a month. With leasing, right, they own, or they are about to own the vehicle. Over here, if you lease it, they'll take into account of all that stuff, and your car payment may only be $700, but you do not own the vehicle. You're pretty much renting the car. You do not own the car. And there could be some mileage restrictions and fees for wear and tear. The least common way that I see, and this is the least popular way, is to pay cash. My philosophy is, if you have the funds available, pay cash for the car.